Well, hello, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. So today we have the Lākland Skyline Series Darryl Jones signature model. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hey, that's the jazz bass. And yeah, it is a jazz bass, but this goes where no other jazz bass goes before, I guess. No, it's a little hyperbolic there, but this is Darryl Jones, who is a very accomplished bass player. When he was very young, he got to play with, some guy you may have heard of called Miles Davis. And then he played with Madonna, and then famously played with Sting on his Dream of the Blue Turtles, I believe was the, right? That was the his solo album. So that he was in that awesome band that Sting put together. And then most famously, or infamously, he has been touring with the Rolling Stones and recording as well for, gosh, going on almost 30 years. I forget the exact date. I probably should have looked it up, but he took Bill Wyman, when Bill Wyman retired, they took Darryl Jones on. I think he played with Mick Jagger as well at some point, but Darryl's an incredible bass player. This bass goes way back. He commissioned a Boston area luthier named Albie Algochian to design his bass for him. And it started out, basically with a jazz bass. A little bit difference here. You have this much more pronounced lower bout here, where it cuts away a little bit more. So it's hey, that's a jazz bass, but something looks funky about it, and that's kind of what it is there. 4-string and 5-string models. Albie still makes basses. He has his own brand called A Basses. Albie's made basses for a whole bunch of people. The first time I was aware of the A bass was Tommy Shannon with Double Trouble. Stevie Ray Vaughan played one. If you have the or if you're ever lucky enough to catch the video of Austin City Limits from 1989, Tommy is playing an A bass there. Again, another jazz bass based model. And for whatever reason, I don't know if he sold the rights to the name or licensed it, but he may have licensed it because on the back of the headstock, it still says Albie's name on there. So he's getting out there, but Lākland purchased, somehow acquired the rights to produce the bass, which they still do. This here is a Skyline series, which is made in Korea. Designed in Chicago, crafted in Korea, is what it says. And the Lākland Skylines, if you're not aware, are incredible basses. They're imports, but they're made to the exact specs of Lākland. They are set up completely in Chicago, and really the quality is incredible on this. I brought this bass after I got it to a blues jam, and a guy there saw it and was like, "Holy crap! I have to play that bass." And I let him. And he's on the short list of people who've asked me to let them know when it's for sale. Right now, it's going to be sticking around. But this here was a model that was introduced back in 2012, and this is actually an original 2012 model, so it's not a newer model, but they still produce it. This one here has an alder body, maple neck, rosewood fretboard. The newer ones, I think, have swamp ash bodies and have Indian laurel instead of the rosewood fretboard. So similar, but a little bit different. This also has a 35-inch scale, which just about all Lākland's, I believe, all their 5 strings are 35-inch scale. So it's got that design idea to have that more powerful B, whether you think it does or doesn't. Totally subjective, up to you. But real high quality instrument. The nut width is 1.8 inches, or about 46 millimeters. 12-inch radius. It's it goes pretty wide down here. I mean, that could be the only thing that maybe people not like, but it's still very shallow. So it actually is pretty easy to play still. I know I have freakishly large fingers, so I'm not the best one to mention, I guess, playability for necks for a lot of people. But there's that. This has hip shot ultralight tuners on it. So very high quality tuners. Has the standard Lākland bridge. You can see right here, which is a giveaway, this oval bridge. That's how you know it's a Lākland. You can see the control panel here is curved as well to match the body a little bit more, so it's not straight like a traditional jazz bass. The pickguard I think is a little bit smaller, and has the heel adjustment here for the truss rod. No wheel, unfortunately, so minus points there. Nice pearloid pickguard, which typically I'm not a huge fan of, but in the right situation I think it's pretty good, and on this bass I think it works well with this nice charcoaly color, bound fretboard with nice inlays and matching headstock. I did not weigh this, but I gotta say it's probably in the 9-pound range or so, 9 to 10 maybe. Not very heavy, pretty easy to handle. Well, bridge is also through the end or through body, and we have it strung through body. It has a set of nicely worn in the Darryl XL strings on it. Didn't change the strings, put it on because this is an older model, so I'm gonna try to simulate. You know, hey, you see this bass sitting on the wall in the shop, and you want to grab it and check it out. Passive electronics, although I think you can get it with an optional J Retro John East preamp if you ordered one today. But your typical volume tone, classic wound Lākland style. I think they're modeled to go for a 60 sound, and don't tell when I play what you think, if you think it's a 60 sound or not. Single coil pickups. So yeah, overall, as I mentioned, the build quality is just fantastic on this instrument. The neck just feels so nice. You may see my other video for the Valenti VJ, I think VJ521. I asked if that was the ultimate jazz bass. I had not played this yet. This is, no offense, Nino, on par with the Valentis. This is far superior to the Mexican Fenders, and equal, if not better quality than the American Fenders. And from the price point, that's where this one plays. In the American, this is $1,600, I think these retail for brand new. Obviously this is used. I got it for a great deal, well below what the average used price. You're probably seeing these used in the $1,000 range. The US model, they make a US model as well. Those are $4,000, over $4,000 brand new. So, you know, extra level of quality. I'd love to see one of the US made ones, because this one is just so nice. Can't imagine what the extra money put into it, but there you go. Lākland Darryl Jones DJ5. Let's see what it sounds like. Does it sound like a J bass? Who knows? All right, so we have the DJ5 plugged in. We're using my Mesa D350. Look for a video on this coming up ahead. I'm going direct pre-EQ, so you're not getting any of the sound. Going into my Mesa 115 cab, which, wow, we'll make a video on this too. You want the ultimate 15-inch cab. There it is. That's for another story. So you won't be hearing how nice this amp sounds yet, but you'll get the direct sound, and let's give it a go. We have both pickups, full up, tone, all the way up. I apologize. My technique's a little clunky. I didn't warm up before playing. I didn't mention that the action is incredibly low on this bass. Very not. I mean, just the playability and everything on this instrument, amazing. I'm tempted to go to the conclusion now. It's full on tone. Let's back the tone up halfway. And let's go with the tone all the way off. Let's go with the neck pickup. And there's your 60 cycle hum. Plus I got computers and lights and everything, so getting some you know, environmental noise added in there too, but it's, you know, the cost of doing business with a single coil pickup. No surprise there. And let's get the tone back halfway. Takes out a lot of that hum. Nice. Yeah, I didn't do the same riff. It's kind of nice vibing on this. Wow, huh? Does that sound nice? And tone all the way off. Oh yeah, huh? All right, let's go with the bridge pickup, and yeah, there you go. Sounds like a bridge pickup. Halfway on the tone. And the tone all the way off. Oh, baby, huh? All right. I like playing this bass. All right, so let's back the neck off a little. Yeah, how about that? I mean, really. All right, that was toned slightly off, both pickups. I meant to pull the bridge back a little, so you got the hum. All right, enough noodling around. You're probably sick of that, but although a lot of people say, hey, shut up and play the damn bass. So, yeah. Anyways, Lākland, Darryl Jones, DJ5. I mean, damn. You can, maybe, you can, there's a lot of jazz basses out there. Everybody and their brother seems to make one, right? So you got a lot of options, which is a great thing. But if you're looking for a great, solid, all-around 5-string jazz bass, and you like the 35-inch scale, I know some people don't like 35-inch, but if you like 35-inch scale, you got to get this on your list to check out. Like I said, the Skyline models, the newer ones, I think they're all swamp ash bodies with maple neck, with your choice of maple or Indian laurel. If you can find a used one like this, great value, I think. Like I said, I paid much less than the expected price of this bass on the used market. Just a fantastic instrument. I love this bass. It checks off all the boxes, and everything I think of when I want a jazz bass is here. So yeah, let me know what you think. Again, thanks for coming by. Subscribe. Check out another video. I have a playlist of all my other reviews. I got a bunch more content coming up. I'm thinking of mixing up some things, but please stay tuned. And yeah, rock on.